All right, if you're over the age of 40, let's do this. Let's stop training and working out just to get smaller, right? I'm gonna say this up front because honestly, the scale can matter. I'm not gonna throw some bullshit at you, some fake enlightened stuff about how weight's only a number and you should never care about it, because the fact is we do care about what the scale says. We care about how we look naked. We care about how our clothes fits. So if you're rolling around carrying 20, 30, or 40 pounds extra that you don't need, the truth is you feel it. You feel it when you get out of bed. You feel it when you're climbing up a flight of stairs. You feel it in your knees and your hips, your energy level, and sometimes, probably lots of times, the way that you carry yourself into a room. So let's just get this out of the way. Wanting to lose weight is valid. But listen, I've coached people for more than 2 decades, and I've been doing this so long that I cannot let weight loss become your entire homework assignment. Because after the age of 40, simply becoming smaller or weighing less is not enough. You need to become stronger. You need to become more powerful. You need to protect your muscle at all costs, right? You need an engine that can handle more than just walking from your parking lot into work. You need joints that move, a body that you trust, and enough physical confidence to say yes when life asks something of you. If we spent the next 6 months making you lighter, but also we made you weaker, more fragile, and afraid to eat anything that's not on your meal plan, we didn't finish the job, or maybe I'd say we didn't even do the job right? Lighter does not in any way automatically mean better. Better means better, right? The scale only tells you how much total weight is standing on it. It doesn't tell you how much of that weight is muscle. It doesn't tell you whether you're stronger, whether you're more confident. It does not tell you whether you can get off the floor without using furniture. It does not tell you whether you can carry your own luggage, shovel snow, play with your kids, keep up on a vacation, or walk up a flight of stairs without needing a private moment when you get to the top. It does not tell you whether you're sleeping better, thinking more clearly, or walking into your day with the kind of energy that you deserve to have. You can lose weight and still be moving in the wrong direction. It's something a lot of people don't think about, maybe a lot of people don't know, and very few people tell people, I think. Now, I've seen people chase the scale so aggressively that they barely eat, they stop lifting, they lose muscle, they feel terrible, and then they celebrate because the number went down or they look better in a pair of jeans. And I think that it's really not health. It's just kind of a smaller number. And I think we need to also maybe reframe the idea of gaining muscle or being stronger and understand that having muscle on your body is not just for bodybuilders. Somewhere along the way, people decided that strength training somehow and training for power was set aside for these athletes and bodybuilders or people who are going to stand on stage and look good in a tank top and the truth is it's nonsense, right? Muscle is how you interact with the world. It helps you carry things, catch yourself, get off the ground, maintain your balance, protect your joints, and continue doing things that a human body is just meant to do. Strength, as you get older, it gives you option. And I should say, as you get older, right, the more valuable all those options become. At 47, almost 48, I am not training because I'm pretending to be 25, right? I train because I know damn well that I'm not 25 anymore. Time is moving. Muscle does not hang around just because you used to be athletic, right? Conditioning doesn't stay because you were in great shape 10 or 15 years ago. Your body's gonna keep receipts. If you stop giving it reasons to remain strong, if you stop giving it reasons to remain capable and conditioned, it's gonna adapt to that too, and you're gonna get really good at not doing stuff. That's the hard truth. You need to train for the life you still want to live. Now, maybe you don't care about your back squat, and I gotta be honest with you, that's fine. But you should care whether your legs are strong enough to get you out of a chair without momentum. And we can even relate it to maybe you got no interest in running a 5K. I don't do it very often myself, and that's fine too. But you should care whether your heart and lungs can support an active life instead of forcing your world to get smaller every single year. You do not need to become a competitive athlete, but you do need to train like your future matters, because the truth is it does. The way you train, it's got to help you remain useful. It should help you travel, work, play, carry, climb stuff, recover, and participate in your life. It should give you confidence instead of making you constantly worry about what your body can't handle. The goal is not to prove that you're still young. The goal is to build a body that's prepared for all your years you have ahead of you. And I gotta be, yes, right? Age is going to change things. Recovery will take longer. Old injuries will speak up at you. Hormones, medication, stress, sleep, fucking, any medical conditions you might have can all affect how you feel and how your body responds. And those things are real. Get the appropriate testing. Talk with the right doctors. Work with physical therapists if necessary. Pay attention to what your body is telling you, but do not use the existence of real obstacles as permission to surrender before you begin. I mean, over the age of 40, you certainly need a more intelligent plan than you needed at 25. You're gonna need more recovery. You're gonna need better coaching. You may need to stop training like an idiot for a couple days and then disappearing for 2 weeks, right? We can't be heroes off and on like that. But that could, having said all this, it might make you think, in some extent, that your best years are behind you. And I'm gonna tell you they're not, right? What I'm gonna tell you though is your approach to how you train needs to grow along or grow up with you. Here's what progress should actually look like, right? When I coach someone through a transformation, I want more than a lower scale weight, right? Yes, if you need to lose body fat, we're gonna go after it. But what I really wanna see, and what I think most people want to feel, is more strength and power. Preservation of their muscle, if not building their muscle. Better conditioning, more usable energy, improved movement quality, more consistently showing up at the gym, better sleep, better recovery, a nutrition structure that you can actually live with, not like a binging and losing kind of cycle. Certainly enough protein to support all your goals, fewer of these kind of all or nothing meltdowns. We want you to have more confidence in what your body can do and give you a plan that still works when life gets messy, because life's gonna get messy. And that's why I use more than just the scale to judge my clients' progress. We could look at body weight, waist measurements, in-body scans, progress pictures, strength numbers, workout performance, energy, sleep, and how your clothes fit, and even how you look naked, right? None of them tell the story by themselves, but together, they're all gonna give us a much more honest picture of how you're doing. So I think I want the overall theme of this crazy rant to be, we should stop trying to punish the weight off. You don't need to starve yourself. You don't need 2 hours of cardio every day. You don't need to hate every meal, avoid every social event, or treat one bad choice like you destroyed the entire week. You need to train consistently. You need to eat enough protein. You need to build most of your meals around food that actually supports your goals. You need to move outside of your workouts. You need to sleep. I know no one wants to hear that. You need to stop turning one difficult day into a 4-day collapse session. None of that stuff is sexy, but it works anyways, right? The answer's very rarely some kind of extreme training plan. It's usually just doing the basics long enough for them to finally have an effect. Now the real mission, lose the weight if you need to lose the weight. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look better, and there's nothing shallow about wanting to feel comfortable in your clothes or liking what you see in the mirror. You go after that, but do not stop there. Build muscle, get more powerful, improve your engine, move like someone who plans on remaining active forever. I want you to create habits that do not disappear the first time you have a stressful week. I want you to not think of your body as just a shrinking project. It's the vehicle carrying you through the rest of your life. I need you to treat it accordingly. And this is what we build in our 90-day reclamation project. It's not 3 months of chasing the smallest possible number. It's actually 90 focused days of rebuilding strength, energy, nutrition, recovery, confidence, and control. If you'd like to start, I guess I should say, if you're ready to stop starting over and you want to build something that lasts, you should take a look at investhealthcoaching.com. You could do that. You can check out our programs we have on there, or you can text the word reclaim to 716-560-7438. That is not a bot. It's me. It'll start a conversation with me. If I'm not coaching a class, I'll text you back. So I think I'm gonna leave you with thinking, get lighter if you need to, but I want you to get stronger and more powerful while you do it, right? Go handle your business. Have a great day.